You shout out Soda TV too?
Show TV shout out.
Okay.
Soda TV. Soda TV, what up?
Okay.
Soda TV, shout out. Hello, welcome to Soda TV.
What's your name? Whatever it is.
Soda TV. It's Soda TV.
I will not be on the Little Baby tour. Some stuff came up, and you gotta do what's best for So we will not be on Little Baby tour. We might make a special appearance, 1 or 2 shows, but we will not be on the tour. You heard it here first. Big X the Plug on YB tour. We're going crazy. Big X the Plug will be on tour with King Slime himself. Why Bizzle? Y'all go post that on all the blogs right now.
Man, YB hit my phone, man. Hey, somebody tell Top call me.
Welcome back to Soda TV. Yeah, I had to take my coat off. So if y'all asking why his cover look different from the content, yeah, it ain't feeling quite what it felt like when I first put it on. And here I got it chilly in here, like some, I don't know. But anyway, man, today we getting on Young Thug's beef, allegedly, with NBA YoungBoy, along with Charleston White calling the police on Woody mid-interview. Right? Oh, it's gonna be interesting. You know how Soda TV give it up? That's why you came here. Stop playing with it. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. So let's start off with the Young Thug beef with NBA YoungBoy. And I'm not gonna call the reason why I entitled it Young Thug's beef with NBA YoungBoy and not them beefing, because I don't believe, quite frankly, NBA YoungBoy has any problem with Young Thug. In fact, I think he loves Young Thug, which we gonna get into. But I know Young Thug has an issue with what happened the last couple of days, and let me explain. So if you go back and check what I posted a day or two ago with Big X the Plug, and the thing is, he was so geeked up, he was just saying anything. He was so geeked up to be on NBA YoungBoy's tour, he just started saying anything, bro. But it's good to see a black man that happy about something that he did legally, that's genuine. Even if a person may perceive it as being fanned out, but he just started saying anything, right? So if y'all not up to par, Big X the Plug was supposed to be on Lil Baby's tour. You know how much Young Thug loves Lil Baby, aka his whammy bammy. He called Lil Baby Wham. So you also know that NBA YoungBoy and Lil Baby is, whatever you want to call it, whether you want to call it beefing, at odds, ain't seeing eye to eye, at WAR, whatever you want to call it, they at something. You feel me? Because Lil Baby picking Dirk's side, and then he went on. Lil Baby did what they call an insult to what they call insult to injury. After he picked Dirk's side in the W to the A to the R, he went on one interview or something, and he was saying, look, man, if I mess with both of y'all, don't fall out, don't do nothing, because I'm gonna pick a side. Was loud about picking Dirk's side in their fallout. And quite naturally, NBA YoungBoy gonna feel some type of way about anybody that takes the side of his enemy. Period. This shouldn't be surprising to you. So, NBA YoungBoy went on the track and dissed him. That PF faux post, dissed him. What was that? No, what was it called? No switch. That might be because he dissed Dirk in a couple of them, but that may be the one. But either way, I know that was the line he used against Lil Baby. And I don't know which other track he may have dissed Lil Baby in. I'm sure there's plenty. Just like there's plenty that he dissed Dirk in. I find new ones every day when I listen to NBA YoungBoy, you know what I'm saying? Not every day literally, but every time, you feel me? Like, I'd be like, dang, he really was dissing Dirk and Vine. Like, he had no remorse for, he was really on that after Quando Rondo, Lil Tim did what they had to do. So, now you understand the sides, right? So now, like I say, Big S the Plug was supposed to be on Lil Baby's tour. Whatever happened in the background, Big S the Plug takes to social media and say, I'm no longer on Lil Baby's tour. I may do a pop-up appearance, may show face or whatever. And that when a person say may to something like that, ain't nothing happening. You know what I'm saying? I may show. Why you gonna waste your time, effort, money, travel time, all that, resources, all that, just to show your face at somebody's tour that you don't want to be a part of no more? Make it make sense, because the Plug. But yeah, he was like, I may show face at Lil Baby's tour, but I'm no longer on it. And then makes another one and goes on there to say, like, guess who tour I'm on? I'm on tour with King Slime himself. Yes, sharing on all your and all, you feel me? You could tell he was a lot of people would call that D-Rod and gravated, D sucking and all that, but a black man happy, man, for the success he has accumulated. That's how I looked at it, man. I was actually happy to see the big guy happy about something other than eating, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. And with that statement, he said, King Slime, you gotta bag that up a couple miles. Like, that's what I mean by he was so happy he was saying anything. So, yeah, man, it's okay to be slime, but you're not king of anything that somebody else then created. Let's bag it up. NBA YoungBoy loves Young Thug, admires him. I had just found out a couple weeks ago, maybe close to 2, maybe a little over 2, that Young Thug was NBA YoungBoy's favorite artist. I didn't know that. I didn't. I knew he not looked up to him, but looked to him clearly if he using this, running with this slime thing in Baton Rouge where nobody knows what that means. Like, it's people that was dissing NBA YoungBoy's couple years back, like, dude, you bringing that down here to the bottom and we don't know what that means. What are you talking about, slime? We don't know nothing about banging no rags and all that stuff. We click, bang, and we rep the bottom and the top, and we rep the folds and stuff like that. We got our own language and the way we move. You talking about slime with a green rag and slimes is blood, and with the red rag, but it was foreign to Baton Rouge and still foreign to this day to many. But when you revere somebody and look up to them as NBA YoungBoy did Young Thug, forget what anybody else think. You feel me? He took that man whole demonstration. Even if I looked up to somebody, I wouldn't start saying that I'm slime because they slime and king slime and star. I would never do that, but I guess it worked for NBA YoungBoy. You feel me? Look where he at. But I definitely don't think he has the right to call himself King Slime, and I don't think he ever would step out of bounds and do that. I believe it was a mistake, and I don't know if NBA YoungBoy has done it, because I'm pretty sure in some of those records he might have referred to himself as somewhere in there, but I doubt that he has done, you feel me, in that manner. And yeah, man, when I didn't know, honestly, I'm just keeping it a whole buck, I didn't know what the problem that Young Thug had with NBA YoungBoy until somebody commented, right? Because I thought that the problem lied at the fact that Young Thug was cool with Lil Baby, and dude, you taking money out of Lil Baby pockets by getting in Big X the plug ear and having him jump off the tour to get on yours. And let's just be honest, man, NBA YoungBoy did that to pick at Lil Baby. Let's be honest. And if you want to be one of the ones to say, oh no, he did that for a business move and Big X the plug pop, Big X the plug ain't popping nowhere near the extent of NBA YoungBoy, to the point where NBA YoungBoy needed him for anything to headline. YoungBoy got too many friends, too many people he got under his roster as artists, too many to have to reach out to, who was that, Big S the plug. It's so many people better that he could have put on that roster. Y'all know why he did it, and it is what it is with that. Don't feed me BS. Now, it's like, that's just crazy, man. But yeah, Young Thug said, call him, man. Called me. He was looking, and he gonna look casual, thinking that we not gonna know what the play is, or we not gonna know what's going on. Dude, you done jumped online and told the man to call you. We know what it is. Because if you wanted the man to just hit your line, you would have did it behind the scenes. Cause why? Cause you don't want nobody in your business, cause you want to talk to NBA YoungBoy. But you did it publicly. Why? Because you not only want people to talk about it, you want people to know that there's a discrepancy. Look, I can't talk to him without y'all letting him know, or I'm not going to talk to him without y'all letting him know, or I need a middleman, or there's an impediment between us. So I'm telling y'all, and that impediment is smoke. You know, because where did Big S the Plug get this King Slime from? When y'all discuss this, like, I'm thinking that it's both of the. See, I figured that Young Thug is using that King Slime thing to justify the real reason that he's mad at him, which is because affecting his man's tour, Lil Baby. Wham! What Wham say go? Well, Wham say go, and you messing with Wham pocket, so I need to wham your at. Call me. Call me. Looking like somebody's Auntie T. Now, go home now. Carry your butt home now. Call me. Looking at. Somebody need to call you. Who is you? Do I need to show y'all how he told NBA YoungBoy to call him one more time? Do I?
Hey, somebody tell Top call me.
Yeah, that's how he was coming. Yeah, so Young Thug's beef with NBA YoungBoy is two street. Two times, not finesse. It is one side, you taking out of my man's whammy bam. My whammy. He whamming me. No, I ain't finna go there. But you taking out of what Wham say goes pocket. You don't know what Big S the Plug, what Lil Baby projected Big X the Plug to bring to his tour. What the projections was, what he contributed on any level to Lil Baby's tour. You don't know that, NBA YoungBoy. So you gotta call me. And yeah, man, that's how that go. Oh yeah, the other side of it is the King Slime. Ain't nobody King Slime slack. Nothing. I created that. You can't be King Slap because I created that. You gotta wear a dress to do that. You NBA YoungBoy, you ain't wore no dress, painted your nails, stood on high heels with a dress on your album cover with a Raider off Mortal Kombat hat, caught down with your heels on. Man, he was, what was that album called? Jeffrey? Were you on there? Getting that big dress. You can't be slapped till you wear that dress. So I need you to call me. You know, that's what that may be about. Ain't that what y'all got out of it? That's what I got out of it. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Am I missing something here? Hey, it's Soda TV. Let me know. Let me know. Yeah, and if you ain't got nothing to say, we gonna get on to the next portion. You know, the next piece of content. And before I do that, what y'all spoil you at? Y'all so spoiled on this channel. I got y'all spoiled like a grandmother and her newest grandchild. Y'all know how they do. Don't put them down. Don't tell them no to nothing and all that. Yeah. Y'all spoiled on here. Cause y'all don't do nothing and y'all just get the content and y'all just sit back and don't want to do nothing. Cause you ain't like this. You ain't shared it on no platforms like I asked you. And that I'm so grateful for you to do if you done did it. Real love for that. You feel me? I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to the people that don't do nothing but suck up all the content. You ain't subscribed to this already. And if you ain't, right now is the perfect time to do it. And if you want to wait to the end just to see if I earn it all the way through, do that, right? Just give me the subscription at the end as a man or woman of your word. You feel me? That's all I ask. We different on this channel. We're men and women of our words, man. You know, last but not least, notification bell. Keep you notified on everything I drop. And get into the next piece. We got Charleston White calling 12 on Woody Woodpecker. YSL. I was gonna say the last Don and YSL, but I ain't even gonna play with them like that. Them YSL dudes that kept it real and that hold on to that name and have pride in that name, you know, because some real things have taken place behind that name, and clearly a lot of people kept it real on that. So I'm not gonna play with the name, you know what I'm saying? But Woody Woodpecker, bring yo here, boy. So Charleston White calls police on Woody. Now, my thing is this. Did Charleston White do this before or after Woody was already in jail? Cause I got questions, cause Woody been in and out of jail by now, right? Like, I reported Woody going to jail, right? And it says when they took him to jail, everybody was under the impression, and I was for a short amount of time, but I always knew that. Matter of fact, I never believed wholeheartedly that Charleston White was the reason Woody was in jail. I just titled the the video like that. I'm wrong. You got me. Don't over analyze me. Don't do me. But yeah, I knew it. Because you can't, first of all, you can't believe nothing for face value with Charleston White, and you feel me? You know what I'm saying? I knew that it was smoke there when Charleston White knew it was BS. But anyway, let's get back on topic, right? If Charleston White, because my thing is Woody, you know, was given bond when he was in there. I looked at it, I reported his bond. First of all, he wasn't locked up for Charleston White. He was locked up for, it was basically rag racing, right? Well, I can say that on here. That ain't illegal drag racing, right? And he was basically, they tried to basically make it look like he incited this, like he was in there, like he organized it, and he was holding this big old extravaganza, this party, right? But the minute you read on my video, the minute you read the charges, you quickly see through the BS, right? They tried to make it seem like he was the head and he organized it, but literally the only thing he's charged with is hanging out the roof of the vehicle and what was it? It wasn't throwing water. It was something similar like that, like some real mediocre stuff, man, that kids do every day, all day. Like, and they charge that man with it, right? And you quickly understand that, man, they did this because he was a celebrity and they wanted to put a big name on a crime, right? you realize that through the back, off the bat, for extra voice, you know, off the bat, you realize that, right? But he was given a bond. I think it was 1,200, man. I'm almost 1,000% sure his bond was that petty. So I'm automatically knowing in my mind that he finna be out. And it says he was released on bond. That's why I don't understand how Charleston White is saying days later, even if if that video that Say Cheese posted wasn't today, like still it had to been days later after Woody was arrested and stuff, because Woody was arrested. If you're talking about today, you talking about 3-4 days ago, brother. So, you know, Charleston White was alleging that he had got him in there on that, and like, but it made me think, you know, today I was thinking like, could Charleston White calling 12 had been a reason that they had pursued Woody when they put them on the car, put them on the drag race and stuff? I might have something there. But then like on this play, he does it, he calls 12 mid-interview again. Now I don't know if he even did it the first time. To be truthful, I don't think Charleston White called 12 the first time. I believe he's trolling Woody because Woody got locked up, and since Woody had soft threatened Charleston White prior to going to jail, Charleston White, you know, Charleston White loves to attach himself to police, and when they, you know, take down a criminal, he loved to attach himself to that and also put himself in the place and in favor of the police. He loves to do that. So this was just another one of those examples. That's all, you know. But like I said, that I don't believe he called the police that time. I believe that was just him adding to the content to make it juicy. What Rollo said when he was trying to explain to one of his guys that of what he did with the detectives and stuff, where he say, I had to make it juicy for him. You know, Charleston White had to make it juicy. So he said that he put Woody in jail. He called, but hey, what he does here in the mid-interview, you know, is too much for TV, man. You know, check it out, man, cause you gotta see it to believe it. Roll it.
If that's his pay, I'm jumping the gun.
What's up, dog?
Man, I need some contact with somebody from the prosecutor's office. Woody making the same as that other boy that's in jail.
All right.
All right, bet. He say I'm banned from Atlanta as a gang member with his violent background and history. I need to fly to Atlanta and make an Atlanta Police Department. I'm afraid for my life.
Gotcha.
All right.
Let me see. I think.
No, it's too late now. Ball rolling.
Oh man, come on.
You ain't now. Ball rolling, baby. No, he can't scare me. I'm scared now. You know how many people he done killed? Do you know how many people Lil Woody done killed? He shot. Rich told me he killed none. Nigga, and everybody in Atlanta scared of him, except Atlanta Police Department and the Fulton County Prosecutor's Office.
Yeah, man. And it seemed like Charleston White, you know, may have do they call them handlers? You feel me? or do they call assistants? You know, I'm just asking you, do they call them handlers? Because I'm hearing that phrase a lot more now, and it's like a modern term that I'm not used to hearing, so I wanted to know, you feel me? But it seemed like he got an assistant. It seemed like he, you know, I don't know why he ain't called 12 himself. Like, you know, I don't know. Maybe that's how he handle it. Maybe he ain't wanna, I don't know. It seemed like that's how Charleston White is used to handling business, you know. So that's what he did, like, in a natural way. You feel me? I bet Say Cheese was like, man, this dude here, man. I bet he like, not on my platform. But I bet he like, man, I got some good content. But at the same time, he like, man, this dude Charleston just can't help himself but to do the most, man. But honestly, he probably love it. Because he know that check finna clear as soon as Charleston White get to talking. So, nah, he love that stuff. Say Cheese messy ass. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this, along with Young Thug's problem with NBA YoungBoy. And he probably got a problem with Big X the Plug too, now that I think about it. Cause ain't no way to have a problem with one and not the other. Big X the Plug is the one that said it. You know, NBA YoungBoy ain't called himself King Slime. Big X the Plug took it upon himself exclusively. You know, NBA YoungBoy didn't tell him to do that. He did that out of excitement. And he did that out of what he thought was right. You know, he hear YoungBoy toss that slime word around, so he like King Slime out of excitement, not knowing that there's someone out there that takes that slime stuff serious. And who is that? The creator, of course. Call Me. That's who. But yeah, he gotta have a problem with Big X the Plug too. That's the only way I see that. What y'all think? What you think? Like, seriously, what do you think? Let me know exactly what you think in the comment section about both of them. Stop leaving out. Stop playing with me, man. This comment section. Along with that, like and share this. Y'all know what it is. Like I told you, if you haven't subscribed, I did what I had to do to earn your sub. Now let me get that, man. Let me get that. F wrong with y'all, man. Last but not least, that notification bell. Keep you notified on everything. This is the realest, illest, the trillest celebrity news channel on YouTube at this time. The Real Soda TV, as written below. Read it. You guys, read it. Cause you need it. And believe it. I'm your host, Soda. You know, the Mexican women say soda. Soda. You soda. Hey, soda. No, man. Hey, man. Hey, that's all I got for you. The well has run dry. That's it. And this is it. Hey, at the end, I'm out.